So good day, my name is Cecil Marie M. Labrador and I will be doing my video demonstration for the design project. So this is the smart parking monitoring system built using an Arduino Uno and components from the Maker Lab starter kit. The system solves a real problem in mall parking facilities in the Philippines where drivers enter the parking building without knowing where available slots are, causing unnecessary roaming and congestion. When the system powers on, it displays the startup splash screen on the LCD. You can see it here. It displays the Smart Parking System V1 V1.0, as you can see here. And then after the startup, the system enters the idle state. You can see on the LCD that all three slots are available. The free slots are listed as 1, 2, 3. On the LED panel, all three slot green LEDs are on. So you can see here the LEDs are on, meaning all slots are physically unoccupied, as you can see here. The external green LED is also on. This is the external LED, which is the indicator visible to drivers before they even join the entry queue. While the drivers are going here on the entrance, before they go to the entrance, they can see the external LED. So they can see whether the parking is full or not. If the parking is full, the red LED turns on. If there is available slots in the parking, the green LED is turned on. So now, let us demonstrate a normal vehicle entry. A driver arrives at the entrance terminal and presses a key on the keypad, as you can see here. So let's say the vehicle presses the keypad 1 means he wants to park on the parking lot 1. The buzzer produces a sound and the servo motor rotates open. Okay, so now let's try. The system displays the available slots and prompts the driver to choose one. The free slots shown are 1, 2, and 3. The driver decides to take the slot 2 for now. So as you can see here, I will press the 2 on the matrix. I mean on the 4x4 keypad. Okay, now the vehicle enters. As you can see, access granted, it says. And then we move the car, go all the way here. As you can see, even though we press the slot 2, the LED light for the second slot is still green. This is because the vehicle needs to be guided on where the open slot he chose is. So now, once the car have gone to the chosen slot, which is the slot 2, so he parks on the slot 2. Now, this push button will serve as a sensor. Since I don't have a sensor, I use the push button to trigger the LED lights that if someone has parked in the parking slot, you press the button. This signifies that the parking slot has a vehicle parked in it. Now, I will show you if the customer tries to press number 2, which is the occupied slot. If the customer presses the number 2 again, it says slot 2 is taken. Slot 2 is taken. Free is the slot 1 and then the slot 3. So that's the error message. So now if the driver presses an invalid key, let's say the customer presses the number 5, which is not in the options, it will say free 1 3, pick slot 1 to 3. Press 1, press 1, 2, or 3. So you can see here, that's the error message. That is the error message when you input or the driver input an invalid key. So next, we have two other cars here. As you can see, since only one is currently occupied, the external LED light that can be seen outside the entrance is still green since there are still two open slots available. So let's say that these two cars entered the slot 1 and the slot 3. Then so this first car presses the slot 1. So the servo motor opens up and then he entered the building. So the slot 1 LED light is still green because there is no one parked there yet. So once the car parks in the slot 1, I will click the push button, which signifies that there's a car parked in the slot already. So that updates the system the available slots. So same with the third car, I'll press number 3. and the 4x4 keypad, and then it enters all the way here on the number 3, and then I'll press this push button to signify that there is a car parked here. You can see these lights in the Trinoma or Ayala Mall's parking slots. So that works the same, but since I don't have a sensor, I use push buttons to signify if whether there's a car parked or not. So as you can see here, all the 3 parking slots are occupied. So we can see here in the LCD, parking full, please wait. So that's the message if the parking is full. And as you can see, the red LED lights up in the external LED since the parking is full. So now what happens if a car exits the parking? So if the car exits the parking, since there is no car parked in the slot, the LED light will automatically turn to green LED since the parking slot is not occupied, and it updates the system and says the parking slot 2 is free. That is same with the other slots. So if this car exits, the LED light turns green, and then if this car exits, the LED light turns green. Okay, now let's say that a car tried to enter, but the parking is full. Let's say it presses the slot 1. It doesn't let him, or the servo motor doesn't open because the parking is full. Now let's move on with the admin override. So for the admin override, we press the asterisk button, and then it says admin override, and then we enter the pin, which is the 1, 2, 3, 4. And then once that's done, the servo motor opens up, and then it says admin granted barrier opening. If you try to input a wrong pin, as you can see here, let's try 4444. It says wrong pin, access denied. So next is for the system reset. For the system reset, we press the hash button, hold it for 3 seconds, and then you can see the system resets, and all of the slots are available now. This makes the system fully reset and back to its initial state. So to summarize this smart parking monitoring system, it addresses the real parking problems experienced in the Philippine malls by eliminating the need for human slot monitoring, giving drivers clear information before they join the queue through the external LED displaying specific available slot numbers at the entrance terminal, allowing drivers to pre-select and exclusively reserve a slot to avoid conflicts, guiding drivers to their spot using the green slot LED, and providing admin controls for guard override and end of the day reset. That's it. Thank you.